Hello everyone, welcome back to Fastcuts. The Dark Age, Middle Age folklore is too dark and mysterious. Those stories are so chilling and eerie for common people. It has stories of witches, their dark spells, and gruesome witchcraft practices. We are going to see the mystery thriller, Witch. The family of central character is evicted by their community. The community told that the family is not following the community rules and spreading blasphemy, but the father of the family was adamant. He told that he was God-fearing and loyal to God's word. He told fearlessly that it is not him, but the clergyman is doing wrong deeds. This made the community hate them. The community thought they were Satanists. They all wanted them out of their community. The family is now evicted to live in the woods. The family is now settled in the woods. Father and brother are doing the chores. The heroine is praying in the house. Mother is feeding the younger child, Sam. It looks like the family has adjusted to their new life. Now, our heroine is looking after her younger brother, Sam. She was playing peekaboo with Sam, but suddenly, after a few blinks, the child disappeared. This was a shock for the heroine. She didn't expect him to go anywhere. She looked for him everywhere. She thought she saw someone was going into the forest, so she followed the noise, but she was terrified by the looks of the forest. The next shot shows a witch in the forest. She was moving inside the deep, dark forest with the baby, Sam. She took the child and performed gruesome murder. It was heartbreaking. The witch grinds the child. The witch now bathes in the blood of the child. Such a horrible scene to watch. It was the most disturbing scene. The movie is now showing the house of the heroine. Her other brother, Caleb, is there. He is also worried about his younger sibling. He came down to the hall. He saw that his sister, who is our heroine, and his young twin siblings sleeping in the hall. Then he went to see his father. They were worried. Caleb asked him that is there any chance you can bring young Sam back? But his father was a practical person. He was sure that his son Sam was no more. Sam might have been dead due to hunger, or he might become food for other wild animals. He instructed Caleb that there is no point in worrying about the past. We have to go into the forest to collect some food. Then they both went into the forest to collect food and supplies. They went into the forest with guns and their dog. Caleb is making chants while going into the deep woods. He is afraid of the deep, dark forest. On the way, Caleb asked Father, where did he get the firearms from? Father told that he had to sell the silver plates of Caleb's mother to find money for firearms. He told him that it would be a secret among them. They finally reached the place where they have already set a trap for wild animals. The next scene cuts to the house. The situation is sad there. No one is happy anymore after Sam's missing. The heroine went to the chicken farm to check upon the chickens, but shockingly she saw an egg with a dead chicken in it. It is a bad omen. At the same time, in the forest, Caleb and his father are setting a trap. They're just about to shoot a rabbit now, but unfortunately the gun misfired and his dad got injured. They went back to the home. When they reached back, Mother told them not to go into the forest anymore. She was worried about losing them. They should be satisfied with what they are getting from the farm. The forest is too dangerous. Then she commands the heroine to take off the clothes of the father and wash them. The next scene is the dinner scene. Mother asks the heroine whether she has taken the silver plates. The heroine denied, but Mother insisted that she took the silver plate. But the truth was, the plate was stolen by Father itself for the purchase of guns. Only Caleb and Father knows this secret, so he defended her. Later in the night, the mother is so sad and crying in the bedroom. She told that since her son Sam was not baptized, he will be in hell because of the sins of ancestors. She told that same situation should not happen for Caleb. She told husband that they should baptize him at the earliest. She wants to go back to the community. She was concerned about the food security for family. She also misses their old home. She suggested that they should send our heroine to another home for doing works. This might help them earn a stable income. She saw no other way to move forward toward the family. But this conversation was overheard by the children. This conversation hurts Caleb, so he went outside with the gun to get the stable. But our heroine saw him. She asked what was he doing in the late night. He told that he is going to find some food for family. Otherwise, they would send her to some home for a job. So our heroine asks him to take her with him so she can be of help. Initially, Caleb declines the request of his sister, but he agrees to it later. They went into the forest. They saw a rabbit trapped in their trap. They caught it and kept it in the backpack on the horse. They started heading back to the home. Heroine is on the horse and Caleb is escorting her with the dog. On the way, they saw another rabbit. It is the same rabbit they saw earlier today. It is like that rabbit is following them. The dog went after the rabbit. Caleb also went behind it. He thought that if they get that rabbit, the family could have a feast. Heroine fell off the horse. The horse ran away in fear. She is very much afraid now. She's all alone in the deep forest without any help. At the same time, the family was looking for their children. They couldn't find them anywhere, so they started to look into the forest. She can now hear the voice of her parents. She is walking towards the voice. Fortunately, she was saved by her father. But Caleb is still lost in the forest. They couldn't find him anywhere. The next scene shows the deep forest. Caleb is all alone. He now finds a small hut in the forest. There was a beautiful lady in the hut. She came out and started kissing Caleb. Her face was so beautiful and young, so Caleb was also tempted. He kissed her back, but he didn't notice one thing. Her hands were as old as a bat. At the same time, the father was scolding the heroine for going into the forest. The father is now going into the forest to find his son, but the mother stops him by saying there is no dog nor horse to help him. It's quite dangerous to go out. This will result in losing both her husband and son at the same night. Now, her mother is blaming all the problems on the heroine. But father cannot take it anymore. Heroine is getting scolded for things she had not done. He confessed that he stole the silver plates and bought firearms, and he took Caleb to the forest himself for the first time. Mother is now angry at him. Heroine now asks mother for permission to close the farm door. Mother kisses her and gave permission. All the hatred of mother towards our heroine is gone. Such a heart-touching moment. She now went to the farm gate. There she saw Caleb naked. He was weak. He looked like he was under a spell. She took him inside the house, and the family treated him. He was so weak and unhealthy. He couldn't speak about anything. The next day, she went to the farm for milking a goat. The twin siblings were there, but the twins blamed that our heroine is the real witch. They accused that she killed Sam and made Caleb in this condition. She denied. Twins told that the black goat has told them that our heroine is the reason of all the bad things happening in their family. These words from her siblings hurts her. She didn't want to listen to them anymore. But when she started milking, blood came instead of milk from the goat. She got afraid again. She warned the twins not to speak about anything to the father or mother. The next scene cut to the interior of the house. The mother and father are arguing. She told that she wanted to go back to the old house. She is having weird dreams in this house. In the old home, she used to sleep like a baby. She used to dream about heaven and God, but here, only witches and hell come into her dreams. Father said it is not possible to go back. The community would not accept them again. The community blindly follows the rules made by priests. After a few moments, Caleb started crying in pain. Father and mother started praying. He vomited a bewitched apple. Mother told this is all job a witch. Now they have proof. Now the twins went near the parents and told that the heroine is the real witch. But the heroine denied. Her whole family turned against her. Father asked her to chant prayers to prove that she's not the witch. Witches cannot chant prayers. She chanted the prayer. Nothing happened. She cried to her father and told that she was never the witch. She asked the twins to pray and prove that they are not under control of the witch. But when they told the twins to pray, they lost their consciousness and fell down. Caleb now woke up. The whole family was happy that he came back to life, but their happiness was not long. After a few moments, Caleb started crying in pain and Caleb died. This made the mother angry. She accused the heroine to be a witch. The heroine told that she's not the witch. The real witches are the twins. They cannot even pray. Father caught them and asked them for truth. They didn't say anything, so Father locked them in the farmhouse. Heroine cried to her father that she didn't do anything wrong. She pleaded her father not to keep her with the twins who are under control of the witch. But Father couldn't believe anyone at this point. For his own safety, he shuts the door of the farmhouse and nailed them. Heroine is now trapped inside the house along with evil twins. Father and mother buried Caleb after locking the children. In the night, the locked children are frightened. At the same time, mother started to have visions. She saw Caleb and Sam. They are now alive. She started to feed Sam from the breast, but actually it was all hallucinations. The visions are not real. It was the works of the witch. It was actually a raven who was feeding her chest. Her chest started bleeding, but she's not aware of it. She is completely under the spell of the witch. Father was praying outside, asking for forgiveness of his sins to God. To come out of pain, he started to tear down some wood blocks. Then he went back to sleep inside the house. At the same time, the black sheep inside the farm turned into an old witch and started drinking blood from other sheep. The children are frightened. They couldn't do anything. In the morning, Father came out of the house. He saw that the farmhouse was totally destroyed. The twins were dead. He was afraid. Suddenly, the black sheep came out and stabbed the father. He tried to defend it. He tried to kill it with a hand axe, but before he could do anything, it killed him with its strong horns. The heroine cried and came to her father. At the same time, her mother also came there. She now believes the heroine is the witch. There were all dead bodies and blood. Mother cursed her and wanted to kill her. Heroine tried to defend, but the mother tried to choke her. She is struggling for her life. She got hold of a knife she used to push her mother away, but in the process, she accidentally stabs her mother. Mother died. She cried by hugging the body of mother. She had no intention of killing her. Then she went into the room and sat on a chair. She went to sleep soon. She was totally tired, mentally and physically. When she woke up, it was all dark. She saw the black goat outside. It guided her to another house. She spoke with it, but it didn't speak back. When she was about to leave, it spoke. It told her to remove her dress and to write her name in the book. If she wrote her name, she could have all the fun and fine life in the world. She told the goat that she didn't know how to read or write. Goat told her that it can help her with that. This made her happy. After all, there is no good thing left in her life, so she obediently did the things told by the goat. Then the goat guided her into the deep forest. They both were following a sound. Now they reached a fireplace within the forest. There were many other women who were naked. All were enjoying. Our heroine also joins them. Now she can feel the freedom. It was a mystic moment. She is literally taken into the air and is floating. The ultimate freedom. The movie ends here. The movie is based on folklore in 17th and 16th century in the European countries. Thank you for watching this video with us. We'll be back with an exciting video. Stay tuned for more updates. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.